We now have a announced replacement. President Trump making his pick to replace General Michael Flynn, who, of course, resigned from consideration for that position. Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster is now President Trump's pick to replace Mike Flynn, who resigned last week over allegations in his resignation amid the fact that he said that he had not been completely honest with Vice President Pence. So that was from Mar-a-Lago just moments ago. I want to bring back in our panel Leslie Marshall and Ned Ryan. And Ned, I want to get your take on McMaster, Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster. We don't know a lot about him, but we do know that his military service has, as far as we're aware, been pretty squeaky clean, and that may help him in the confirmation process.
Right, and I think, you know, the four people that are being mentioned as finalists, I thought any one of them would do an excellent job. I think the thing that I found encouraging by Trump's statement just now is that he is going to include John Bolton in some role, and I've known John for years. He's on the American Conservative Union board with me, so I'm encouraged by that. I think John Bolton would make a great asset to the Trump team. So I'm encouraged. I thought any one of those four would have been a great pick, and now I'm encouraged to find out that Bolton will have some sort of role with Trump. So that's good news.
Leslie, I would think that on the Democratic side that they would be happy that we're seeing someone else again with military experience. And I'm assuming that the president and vice president did a much more thorough vetting process after what was frankly a little embarrassing when Mike Flynn departed.
Yes, and it wasn't just the departure of Mike Flynn, but obviously two, additional military big brass that were like, thanks, but no thanks. And I think what the vice president and president did look at as the level of autonomy that is needed in this position. I must say, with all due respect to Ambassador Bolton, who I like and have a great amount of respect for, I do think that this role needs, that he will have a role, but this particular position does need to have the type of military background that we see General McMaster has, that we have seen former people in this position have. I don't, like many, know that much about him, but I've heard that his name even before was touted about, and I think that if you, when you look at the role of Kellogg and then adding the role of Ambassador Bolton, that perhaps this will give the autonomy that the two people who turned this position down wanted and needed. And this is, look, this is a position that you can't leave open for long. So honestly, I'm happy the president made the announcement.
And I just want to let our viewers know, and I didn't mention this earlier, but to the left of President Trump, our right on screen is General Kellogg, who said a few comments as well, and he's going to be chief of staff. But again, H.R. McMaster is now the president's trip for national security advisor. And Donald Trump, Ned, was saying he's a man of tremendous talent and experience, and that we're lucky to have him. Do you think that he's going to have any problems, though, this time around? Do you think the Democrats are emboldened with what happened with Mike Flynn?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I hope that they have done the vetting that's necessary to get him through, for them not to be able to attack him, for him to be having that clean, clear sailing to get on with the work. And I think it's good. Again, it's only been a little bit over a week. Move on. Let's get this going. Again, but I want to go back to the fact that he solved this problem. Let's get him, his other cabinet members of his cabinet, and let's keep moving forward. So this is all good. And this is the reality of how an administration works. People come, people go. And Trump needs to just keep moving forward, understand there's going to be distractions. Some people are not going to make the cut. That's fine. Move on, get somebody else in that position, and keep pushing ahead, because guess what? I mean, with everything that's taking place on the Hill with taxes, potential tax reform, Obamacare repeal, he's going to have to start focusing on really pushing those members, Republican members on the Hill, to get things done by this August. And if they don't get something done, remember, 2018 ballot box might not be too terribly generous to Republicans if they don't make something positive happen.
The clock is ticking. My clock is ticking, and my show is over, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.